guys, it's Sarah. Today we're going to unhaul some books. I don't have a lot of unhaul videos on my channel because I unhaul so sporadically. I will unhaul after I read them or after the month after I talk about them in my wrap up, I'll unhaul them. And I just don't really talk about that much. I don't like keep them piled up and then unhaul them in a video or anything. I just get rid of them. I take them to Goodwills. I take them to free little libraries, take them to my local library, just kind of wherever. I kind of take turns like going in a few different places and unhauling them and donating them. And so this time I have a big pile because I have gone through my shelves recently, as you know, and I got really realistic about what I'm getting rid of and decided to just start pulling some books off that I really just don't think I'm going to be reading. Some of these I've lost interest in. Some of these were sent to me unsolicited and I'm just not interested in them. And yeah, we're just gonna plow through them. Okay, I have about 21 books here, so we're just gonna go from the top to the bottom of the pile. First one is How to Be a Perfect Christian by the Babylon Bee. This is kind of a satirical take on Christianity, I think, and being the perfect Christian because there is no perfect anybody, anything. So I don't know. It was sent to me from like a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and they send like Christian books. And I've heard it was like kind of funny, but I don't think I'm ever going to really read it. I have my ARC copy of The Deepest Blue by Sarah Beth Durst. I do have a finished copy of this as well. Both were sent to me from the publisher. So if I'm going to keep one, I'm going to keep the finished copy. Next up is The Mists of Avalon. This is by Marion Zimmer Bradley. Now, this one I've debated on whether or not I even want to read it at all because of the author. Yeah, big controversy around her, and I'm just kind of like, it gives me just the ickiest icky feeling. So I don't know if I even want to read it in general. If I do ever want to read it and I just say, I really want to read that book, I do have access to it on audio through Audible. It is read by Davina Porter, who reads the Outlander books as well, and she's fantastic. So if I do even want to read this one at any point in time, I'll listen to it regardless. So I'm just going to get rid of my physical copy. I have a couple books by same author, and that's Sandra Brown. I have The Alibi here, and I have another one of hers in the pile. She's very, very prolific, and I know that if I want to read her or if I want to get into her, I can get them all from the library. So I'm just not gonna worry about trying to collect any of her books at all. So I just went ahead and took them off. And if I do want to read her in the future, I can just go and get them from the library. So. The Miracle of Edgar Mint by Brady Udall. This was a definite cover buy for me at a Goodwill one time, and this was been more than 2 years, and I just have never had the urge to pick it up. So, The Secrets of Southern Girls by Haley Harrigan. This doesn't have the best reviews, and I think I just got it because it was like 25 cents or something at a thrift store. So I'm just not really interested. Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese. I've had this since we lived in Tucson, which we left Tucson in 2014. So yeah, I've never had the urge to pick it up ever. Here's the other Sandra Brown, Low Pressure. Veronica Mars, this is Mr. Kiss and Tell. This is the second book in the Veronica Mars just like little fun series. And I read the first one recently, really enjoyed it, but it's definitely one that I will listen to because Kristen Bell reads the audiobooks, and she's the one who played Veronica Mars in the TV show. So I definitely do want to read this book, but I'm going to listen to it regardless. So I'm just going to grab it on audio. This is another case of I have 2 books by the same author. They're part of a series. They're not anywhere near the top of the series. So I'm just going to go ahead and unhaul them. And then if I want to get into her, I'll get her stuff from the library. So that's Sarah Bladell. I have The Killing Forest and The Night Women. And I got these I think I got this one at Books A Million maybe, and this one at a Goodwill and they're nowhere near the beginning of the series. I would have to read a lot before I even get to these. So there's no point in keeping them. This is a book that was sent to me unsolicited recently, and that is Almost Just Friends by Jill Shalvis. This is number 4 in a series as well. I've heard you don't have to read them in order, but I'm just, in general, not super interested. Another review book sent to me, and that's The Afterword by E.K. Johnston. I just don't think that I'm really interested in E.K. Johnston books in general. She's written quite a few, and I got this one for review, and the month came and gone, and I was never interested in picking it up. Another one that was sent unsolicited. Can you tell I went through my review cart? This book is Not Yet Rated by Peter Bagnani. And yeah, it looks like it might be kind of funny, but I don't really have any interest in reading it. Another one that was sent my way unsolicited again is Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage. Now this one is one that I have heard, that's the actual cover of it. I've heard enough bad things about this one that I don't want to read it. I've heard it's extremely repetitive. Yeah, it's super creepy and all that stuff, but the more I hear about it, the less interested I am. Love at First Like by Hannah Orenstein. Now this is actually one that I did accept from the publisher, but man, it has really bad reviews, like really bad. And the more I read about it and like why people aren't liking it, I'm not going to like it for the same reason. So there's no way I'm going to read this. A Bitter Feast by Deborah Crombie. This is another one that was sent unsolicited, and it's like, I'm not kidding you, I think this is number like 17 in a series that can be read to standalones, but I just, no. This one is Wreckage by Emily Bleeker. This one follows a plane crash, I believe, and two people who survive, and then they come up with some sort of lie or something about what actually happened. It's been on my shelves for a couple of years now, and I've just never had the urge to pick it up. And finally, I'm getting rid of a trilogy, an entire trilogy that I just don't really have any interest in anymore, and that is the Black City trilogy by Elizabeth Richards. So I have Black City, Phoenix, and Wings. And this is one where I actually got Wings, I think at the dollar store or something, because I really liked the cover and I thought it looked interesting. Didn't realize it was number 3 in a trilogy. So I got the other two somewhere. I don't even know where I got these, to be honest with you. But yeah, so this is like a vampire trilogy. And I did read the first chapter of this one in a try a chapter tag a couple of years ago and have never wanted to go back and pick it up. I didn't hate the first chapter, I don't think, but I don't really want to get into this one. I'm interested in vampire books again. I'm getting interested in it, but I'm going to wait for Jay Kristoff and maybe read the Renee Ahdieh Beautiful one at some point. But yeah, so I think I'm going to wait for those instead of reading like an older thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and unhaul these. And that is it, guys. So 21 books leaving my house officially, and I've gotten rid of more since then or before I started it, but they're already gone, so I can't even really talk about them. I don't even really remember everything that I got rid of, so that's kind of good, right? All right, so let me know how you guys unhaul books. Do you unhaul as you read them? Do you do big batch unhauls, kind of the way I just did, just going through and pulling some stuff off randomly? How do you guys do it? So let me know your tips and tricks down below. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you again soon.